to another Witcher Let's Play. Unfortunately, we've had some problems with my computer. I accidentally, kind of deleted the footage. But it's okay, because I can give you an overview about what happened. Basically, we had sex with Yennefer, okay? Then this person was on a horse and was running away, and killed people like an army. So there was a battle or something, and then we're looking for Yennefer because for some reason, and then that little girl, we trained with her with our master guy who's currently with us right now, and that's it. Wait, this guy's sleeping. Wake up, bro. You're on duty. Come on, man. Oh. Oh, whoops. Yo, my bad. Didn't mean to. Accidentally. Okay. Ooh. What's up, ugly thing? I got a silver sword. I don't even care what level I am. Damn, bro. Give me your bones. Firebender, dude. It's a little camp for you. It's a little camp for you. Ooh, I could cook my raw meat. Cyrilla. Do I read it? Oh. I don't know if it's gonna be interesting. Okay. Cyrilla. Cyrilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon. What can I possibly say about her that we call her Ciri for short? She was born in 1251, that she has ashen hair and a scar on her cheek. All true, and that's the Cyrilla I know best. The one I first laid eyes upon those many years ago. The one who seemed thoroughly, well, not ordinary, but certainly not as extraordinary as she in fact is. For Cyrilla is also a highly skilled witcher, heiress to several thrones, the last bearer of the Elder Blood, powerful source endowed with exceptional magic talent, and the Lady of Time and Space. Her hair color and date of birth seem rather incidental now, don't they? I could also tell you she's Geralt's adopted daughter, but that would be a gross simplification. Ciri is much more. She is his destiny, his unexpected child, someone bound to the Witcher by fate's most inextricably tangled fetters. Following age-old Witcher tradition, Geralt took Ciri to Caer Morin when she came into his care. There he and Vesemir taught her in the ways of the professional monster slayer. It was then that her magic talents were first revealed, and they were discovered she was a source. Ciri's gift proved a curse as well. Because of it, she would one day have to hide from the entire world, even Geralt. Dandelion. I would wager anyone that you, dear reader, are a person of culture and taste, and therefore already familiar with me, Dandelion, and the role I am to play in the following tale. Nevertheless, allow me to sketch a few lines by way of self-portrait for the sake of thoroughness. In an event you have spent much of the last half-century in some dark corner where the light of my star has yet to reach. Born in 1229, a talented poet and troubadour, a graduate of Oxenford Academy, a frequent performer at royal courts, an unequaled lover, appreciated and in some cases adored by ladies worldwide, a skilled negotiator and stirring orator. Such is the image of the bard Dandelion as painted by his friends and promoters. Hello. Good. Let's lower this real quick. 11. Okay. This image is, of course, somewhat overbright in its coloring. I personally prefer to think of myself as a dedicated artist enthralled to his muse, one whose work has benefited immeasurably from the fact that I am, and forever will remain a close friend and steadfast companion to the Witcher. Geralt is his fate I chronicle in this present work, and his story which I shall sing till the end of my days. Eskel. All witches have a great deal in common, but with Eskel and Geralt, the similarities are particularly striking. They first met as two boys of the same age swinging swords at Kaer Morhen. They then went through an ordeal together. The first round of selections and the murderous changes, the trial of the grass and training on the gauntlet, the winter's daunting obstacle course. They also received hidings together for more than one act of childish delinquency. When they became adults, they walked the path separately, but still reconvened at Kaer Morhen nearly every winter to wait out the cold, drink to their successes, and remember fallen comrades. Though Eskel never gained Geralt's renown, he equaled the White Wolf in experience and carried out his contracts with care and efficiency. Death had almost taken him many times during his hunts, yet in an ironic twist, the hideous scar on his face came not from a monster's claw, but from the blade of Daedre Ademain. How do you say that? His highly unpredictable, unexpected child. Lambert, the youngest among the Witchers of Kaer Morhen, and perhaps the last ever trained within its walls. By the start of our tale, Lambert had proven his chops many times over, having hunted down many of mighty beasts and traversed nearly all the continents realms several times over. Yet he had also developed a reputation for arrogance and sardonic humor, and his gruff and at times excessively blunt manner could irritate even his fellow Witchers of the School of the Wolf. Whatever his vices, it went without saying that Lambert would brave the fires of any hell for his companions. Vesemir was the oldest living member of the Wolf School, and most likely the oldest Witcher of any school on the continent, about as long in years as the ruins of Kaer Morhen themselves, and though eternally complaining about his creaky bones, this master of the Witcher trade gave no thought to well-deserved retirement. Gray but still spry, he continued to ply the monster hunting trade into his golden years, effectively too, as he'd seen more beasts than all his students put together. A harsh and demanding instructor in Geralt's youth, over the years he had become something of an adoptive father and mentor to the other Witchers, always ready to help with sage advice and steady hands. In the spring of 1272, when our story begins, Vesemir had joined Geralt on his search for Yennefer, trekking with him through war-ravaged Temeria. Yennefer of Vengerberg. The Witcher first met the raven-haired sorceress a good 20 years back. Their friendship and the feelings between them were born of common adventure involving a genie and a wish granted to Geralt that intertwined their fates inextricably. In the time since then, their relationship had, however, been quite stormy, rich in ups and downs, crises, and breakups. Geralt and Yennefer's love provides an irrefutable proof of the thesis that opposites attract. A few years ago, Geralt and Yennefer had, after a long separation full of adventures for them both, gotten back together again. Their moments of repose was interrupted by the wild hunt, which took Yennefer captive. The Witcher set out at once to save her, but lost his memory while doing so. When he finally recovered it, he immediately set off once more on his quest to find his beloved sorceress. Alright, finally, Geralt of Rivia. Many cannot fathom the friendship between him and Dandelion have shared all these years. When we first began breaking bread together, Spiteful Tongues said he'd be better off cutting my throat and dumping my body in a hollow tree. Before I provoked someone else into doing the same to us, both. Those individuals spoke out of pure jealousy, for Geralt was my dearest friend, a fact which he gave ample evidence of on numerous occasions. I could say a great deal about that old famous monster hunter, the man known in elder speech as Gwynbelide, or in our younger yet no less noble tongue as the White Wolf. For Geralt is a truly exceptional individual. A brief encounter might tempt one to label him a mere swinger of swords, a simple monster catcher, a rough and tumble practitioner of a dirty trade, but peer closer and you will soon discover he is a man of unplumbed depths, unique views, and vast world-expanding experience. On the surface, he's introverted, tight-lipped, one might even say gruff, but underneath lies an overflowing sea of goodwill, good humor, and an honest readiness to help his friends, be it with a bit of sound advice or the masterful application of his blade. Setting aside cumbersome falsy modesty, I can say that I know his story better than any man alive. I was with him through hard times and good, helping with wise advice, warm words, and razor wit. As a result, I am a vital part of his story, both in its earlier and present portions. It is thus my duty to continue my chronicle, and for the benefit of our future generations, put in writing the next chapter of his deeds and exploits. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm so lost. I got. Oh shit. What? Oh my. Whoa. Watch out. this away. Oh my god, buddy, are you okay? Oh, that man's dead. Sup, punk? Punch a wolf, don't think I won't. Pop your ass, bro. I don't know. It says talk to Captain Peter. That's what it says. It says talk to this man.
Need to ask you about something. Need more information about this griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislov. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow.
Damn, that's a lot of herbs. Are we here? Is this the place?
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses, small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Why am I looking for buckthorn?
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking, a few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Doubt Emperor Mir cares about you, but this captain just might. Seems like a decent man.
There are no decent men in the army. There are only orders.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who's spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Or I just steal all your herbs.